started off, and again, this is what we were talking about, the early errors. They need to cut them off.
Miao Koval will now do the serving for Penn State. His first serve is fielded by King, and it's Kennedy pushing it over. And the point goes to Penn State.
Setting up this just early lead. This is what happened against NJIT. Right now, King needs to stop this Penn State run. They can't let him keep going.
See the replay there. That one traveled out of play. An attack error on Aiden Olson. Warren Davis going to the ground. A nice dive by Schwab. Penn State keeping it up on their side. Play at the net. Another attack from King. Sent back by Kerr. This one sent back momentarily by Valenzi, but it went out. That's a kill for Warren Davis. First kill for either side tonight.
Kennedy battling at the line, just trying to keep it up as you see this replay. Then in comes Davis, just able to tip it off.
Davis now back to the service line. Had one kill last night, or pardon me, 2 kills last night, so halfway to his total. John Kerr. He's going to get his first here today, a huge right arm, and Penn State extends their early lead back up to 2.
That one came out like a missile, as you see here, 50 miles an hour, no chance for Warren Davis to corral that one.
Kerr did a nice job to find that back corner and keep it in play as Rose goes back to the service line now. Rose, tough serve. Davis receives. And it's going to be sent back up front. Ezionu and Valenzi combined for the block. And it's another point for the Nittany Lions.
As you see this replay, I mean, what a serve, first of all. And then upcoming, Ezionu, and it looks like Valenzi got all of that one as well. So really great start up front for this Penn State squad.
It was Druker on that attack. Tough serve there. Kennedy goes for the attack, sent back again by Valenzi and Ezionu. Kennedy's this time gets over. And now it's Davis. He'll get his second kill, matching last night's total.
We were talking about an earlier player to watch in this conference, Carolina Conference, and right now he's coming out here. He's doing everything he can to get his squad early. Looks like, yeah, just thought Owen Rose thought he was going to go right behind him and out.
Kennedy's serve. Valenzi. Ezionu. He's getting involved early. His first kill here. Penn State up 5-2 early in set 1.
He's been averaging 3.6, 3.7 kills a set. Well, that one coming in hot.
Ezionu and Kerr with the kills so far for Penn State. Kerr back at the service line. His serve received. And that one will go the way of Penn State. Thought it may have tipped off some hands of Ezionu, but just went straight out. And it's another point for the Nittany Lions.
Marquis Clark kind of thought that one off win of Toby Ezionu, but he sat right back down, didn't challenge it early.
It was Grayson Stout with the attack error there. Kerr's serve goes into the net, be a service error. First of the night for the Nittany Lions. And it'll give the point to King. Penn State doubling up King at the moment. It'll be 3 serving 6 as Druker goes back to the service line. Druker's serve sends Penn State to the ground, and Ezionu will get the kill. A late diving effort by Justin Sawyer kept it alive momentarily, but at the end just went under the net, and Ezionu with kill number 2.
Yeah, you can't go underneath the net there, Justin.
Valenzi's serve, tough one at 60 miles per hour. Druker's attack, too hard, probably harder than that 60 miles per hour, and it goes out. And it's another point for the Nittany Lions, 8-3 early lead.
You said it, Valenzi had to dodge a 60-mile-per-hour ball. Not easy, but again, great awareness and ability to get out of the way.
Valenzi with a pair of service aces this season. The serve once again received. Nice play there to get it back over. Now a little rally between the two sides, and it's gonna be Aiden Olson getting the kill as it went off Ezionu and right to the floor on the Penn State side. Aiden Olson's first kill.
First kill of the day, first kill of the season for him, and he just said, hey, A lot of power going back and forth. I'm just going to easily tap this one over.
6'2" freshman from Las Vegas. As it's Colton Buter on that serve. Penn State receives, and it's quickly put down by John Kerr again. A pair of kills for him now, and Penn State up 9-4.
Yeah, Kerr's got 49 kills now on the season, one away from 50, and whew, just the power coming off of that's insane.
Izionu's serve. Received, sent back over. Druker goes nearly into the scoring table to keep it alive. Now going soft with it is Koval, and it's another kill for Penn State, their first to double digits in set one.
AJ Druker, you gotta just tip your cap to him. He put all this effort into it, diving out there, almost running into the benches, trying to save it when the ball went out of bounds.
Izionu, 64-mile-per-hour serve into the net, gives the point to King. Penn State still doubling up the Tornado at 10-5.
Penn State now with 3 service errors to start off the day. Got to cut those down.
Grayson Stout with the serve. Valenzi receives. And they're going to set it up for Valenzi to get the kill. From receive to kill, Michael Valenzi does it all. 11-5 Penn State lead.
The senior Florida native, there's only so much you can do when he gets a running start like that, winds up, and then just sends one right into the court.
Schrobe serve. Davis. Nice job by Olsen to keep it so Druker can get it over. And now it's Owen Rose. His first kill after a 9-kill performance the other night. And it has Penn State up by 7.
Yeah, last year, first team all EIVA, as you look here. Whew, just able to get that one in.
Threaded the line right there. Schwobe, the freshman, serves again. Right to Davis. Olsen to Druker. Merck sets it for Kerr. Kerr with another kill. That's 50 on the season for John Kerr. Not even a full way through 4 matches, and the graduate student is Valenzi, Koval, and Rose each have 1. And it's Schwobe, his serve, out of bounds, 3rd service error for Penn State. And it gets King their 6th point.
Yeah, already half of King's points have just been off of Penn State errors. And really what we've seen early on is Penn State's been able to set up their offense, right? Really get things going, where King has been able to scramble around and just have to tap it over. So right now, Penn State, just keep doing what you're doing. You're up and you're in control.
Aiden Olsen to serve. Merck receives. Schwobe to Kerr, and Kerr gets another one. John Kerr with 4 kills now, the 14th point for Penn State, and it's 14-6 Nittany Lions.
We were just talking about John Kerr, 31 kills against number 16, Lewis. Does he have another one in here, Justin?
He's well on his way as another hard serve. Kennedy pushes it over for King. Schrobe to Kerr, just has to push it over. Davis, Olsen back to Davis, and Davis gets the kill. Warren Davis, 3rd kill of the match, and after becoming the first player in program history with 400 kills in a season ago, Davis with a nice start in match number 2 this season. Merck receives. Valenzi gets blocked. It's Druker by himself for King. And back-to-back points for the Tornado.
I mean, you're just going to watch Druker come right up, one-on-one, go up. Looks like that was Valenzi. And win it.
Merck again receives. And it's Rose on the attack and on the kill. Owen Rose, his 2nd kill.
Freshman Aiden Olsen just couldn't get in that right position. He was kind of besides himself after that.
Rose, the middle blocker, out of Long Island. And he's going to send this one into the net. 15-9, the advantage still for Penn State.
That makes the 4th service error right now for Penn State. Again, a little less than half of King's points, but it's been really the storyline of today.
From one New Yorker to another as Kennedy serves, and he serves this one in, so back-to-back service errors in this one, and Penn State gets the point back 16-9.
Kennedy came into this one with only 1 service error on the season, of course, only 1 match, but it's another one that's going to be added to his record.
Kennedy played just 2 of the sets last night. And a violation committed on the serve by King, and the point goes to Penn State. They're up by 8.
It's just these early actions that King continues just to hurt themselves with, and they just have to settle down. This first set's not going their way. They have to find some momentum to head it into the rest of the match.
Marked down as a service ace for Kerr. Kerr serves again. They received too hard, and then even harder was Schwob on the return. He gets the hard kill, and it's 18-9. Penn State doubling up King in set 1.
Freshman against freshman right there. Schwob is going to come right up against Aiden Olson. No shot for him there.
And it was Kerr's serve that started off as Buter struggled with it. Druker, work there to dig it up. And then eventually it's Buter making up for that previous mistake as the block attempt went out of bounds, and that's the 10th point for King.
Now Druker back at the line, trying to get his team rallied here.
Druker's serve. Dug out by Koval, and then it's Valenzi. He gets the kill there, his second, as now 3 Nittany Lions are at 2 kills, with Kerr doubling up all of them with 4.
Yeah, Valenzi's having a very quiet day for the Nittany Lions right now. 2 kills, as you said, 3 digs, 1 block. I mean, he's doing everything right now.
No service ace, but he's caused some problems from the service line too, as he digs that one up from Davis. Now Kerr for the kill, and it was out. Attacking error for Kerr, and the 11th point for King, 19-11, with King serving. That serve too hard off the hand of Colton Buter, the sophomore. And Penn State up to 20. It's 20-11.
Colton Buter didn't get much playing time in the first match of the season. And now this one coming in with a service error, his first of the season.
It's Carter Dittman for the first time today, the freshman. His serve. Received, and Davis, that one out of bounds as well. An attacking error gets Penn State the 21st point.
Penn State's nearing that point where King has no ability to go on a huge run and try to come back and win this opening set. They've just got to find some momentum heading into the second one.
Dittman again. Chinnan was to receive. Druker off the top of the net. Kept up. Koval on the attack. King able to send it back. Koval again. This time he gets the kill. Mihal Koval just kept trying, and it works out as he has another kill. 3rd of set 1.
Again, it's just Penn State's ability to set the ball up where they want it. It's been leading to this 22-11 lead.
Dittman too hard on the serve this time. Now his 4th service error of the season for the freshman out of Victor, New York, and it's 22-12 in set 1.
Looks like we're gonna get a couple subs here. Toby Ezionu head over to the bench, along with, it's like Carter Dittman.
Will Kuhns checks in. Zach Daniels on the serve for King. Play at the net. Penn State keeps it up. Koval goes easy with it. Davis there to receive. Now Davis goes for the kill and gets it. Strong arm of Warren Davis, and he's having himself a nice set 1. 4 kills after being kept relatively quiet against NJIT a night ago.
Warren Davis has really been the bright spot for this King squad at the moment in that one. Whew.
Daniels again. This time the serve out as Kerr let it go. And Penn State moves 2 points away from ending set one.
Again, just sheer dominance from Penn State, and King has just got to limit these errors, limit these service errors, and get back to what they know, setting up the things that they want to do to beat this squad.
Schroep. It's received. Davis, he's going to get another one. Now the match leader in kills, Warren Davis, with kill number 5 for King. And they're not out of it just yet.
Or just feed Warren Davis and it seems like all your problems go away. I mean, he's just been absolutely incredible throughout this opening set.
Olsen's serve off the top of the net. Merck goes to the ground to get it. Valenzi keeps it up for Koval, and Koval's attacked too hard, and it's an error on him. And it's 23-15, still an advantage of Penn State.
Yeah, too much power coming there from the senior from Poland.
Olsen, the freshman from Nevada, this one into the net, and it is set point here in set one. Penn State up 24-15. Koval back to serve as the fans come to their feet. Koval into the net, still set point, but now 24-16.
That'll go down as his 9th service error of the season. Could have ended it there, but Brett Call still has hope.
Warren Davis for King. Merck receives. And Rose finishes off set one. Owen Rose with a huge right arm to give Penn State the 1-0 advantage in this match.
Looking at the replay, Owen Rose did great things. For King, on the other hand, they just kept getting out of position. They couldn't get the things that they wanted to set up. But the lone star was Warren Davis. 5 kills as we led off with the broadcast. He has just been incredible for the squad. In this second set, keep relying on him, right? Don't get away from it. Don't think that Penn State's going to focus solely on him now. He's been working. Let him cook.
Warren Davis, 5 kills, just 1 error, hitting .444 so far. Also 3 digs on the defensive effort for Davis thus far. King up to 7 kills. That is halfway to their total from the 3-set match they played a night ago in New Jersey. Koval back to get things started in set number 2. Two sides have flipped, so Penn State from right to left across your screen. Received, and it's Kennedy going on the early attack, too hard and out. And they'll switch it, say it's tipped at the line, originally called for Penn State, and then quickly switched the other way for King, and King first to strike in set 2.
We've seen some energy from Marquis Clark tonight. I think that was the happiest he's been throughout this one, and he stood up, shot out of his seat. Really great energy from that bench right now.
Aiden Olsen's serve goes into the net to tie things up at 1. Marquis Clark, first-year head coach for King, was named head coach in January. So just a couple of days ago, Marquis Clark was told he was going to be leading this team. Service ace for Owen Rose, 70 miles per hour. And it gives Penn State the lead in set 2.
And just back to Marquis Clark, I mean, you were sitting on your couch, then you were called now to this, and then you have to face the number 7 team in the country. It's no easy deal. So to come in here and again compete, it's a heck of a thing for him to do.
Mark Davis, it's dug out by Penn State. Now Valenzi goes for the attack, and he gets the kill. Michael Valenzi, 3 kills now in the match, and Penn State up 3-1 in set 2.
Talking about how they've been sharing the wealth. Well, Valenzi has been one of those spotlights that you could really see on this Penn State squad, and if he continues to cook like he's been doing, I mean, him and John Kerr are gonna have a night.
Rose, another hard serve, 69 miles per hour, but Kennedy brings it back on the Penn State side and gets his 2nd kill for King.
Kennedy's been working that net right now as we look at the replay. He just finally, King really gets into that position that they want, and Kennedy capitalizes on it.
Ezeonu, his third kill as he uses the big right arm, and King couldn't do much about it.
No, they could not. I mean, there's only so much you can do about that, and Penn State's ability to respond so far has been a big, big, big reason why they lead.
Kerr goes soft serve. Drucker, Kerr digs it out. They go to Valenci again, and he's gonna get another kill. Michael Valenci, number 4, with kill number 4. And point number 5 in set 2 for Penn State.
I mean, this is a lot of the same stuff that we saw on Thursday night. Rose, Kerr, Ezeonu all had 9 kills, so a trio. And so far tonight, Valenci, Kerr have 4, and then Rose, Ezeonu are both back with 3.
Kennedy, blocked by Ezeonu. They keep it up on the Kings side. Send it back over. And it will be a violation at the net, and it gets Penn State another point.
Clark is kind of talking to the ref's ear right there on the bench. Possibly a review upcoming. Doesn't look like he's going to get up, though, and ask for one. So
Kerr continues to serve. Another good receive, and now Davis gets his first kill of set 2 for King, his 6th of the match. And it's 6-3 Penn State.
Warren Davis, boom. I mean, just right there. He just finds that soft spot right where Penn State didn't see him and cuts down the lead.
Lindsey's just gonna have to free ball this one over. Olsen leaves it for Davis, this time too hard. It'll go point for Penn State as Warren Davis commits his 2nd attacking error, and he has been sharp all game, all match, pardon me there. Look at him last night, hit negative .462. He's really turned it around there, just his 2nd error, hitting .333 today. It's gonna be Drucker. Kerr digs it. Now Kerr on the attack, and it was into the net, and it'll be the point the way of King.
Tornado right now working their magic. They're just winning the little things, and that's what we're talking about heading into the 2nd set. Get in position, and right there, right at the line, they're ready for it.
Drucker's serve off the top of the net. Merck received it, and Ezeonu slams it down. Another kill for him, another point for Penn State. They're doubling up King now in the early goings of set 2.
Ezeonu and Kennedy are 2 of the big guys right now on the court, and Ezeunu's just length and stretch was the real reason why he got that.
Serve off the top. Buter kept it up. Buter's attack was sent back by Penn State. And Buter goes for another attack. It's sent back again by Penn State. Davis free balls it over. Kerr to Schwob, and then it's Rose finishing things off. 9-4 advantage for Penn State as Rose joins the party with 4 kills himself.
Owen Rose just going right up for it, and yeah, he kind of went quiet for a little bit, now getting back into the party.
Ezeonu, serve, Drucker receives, now Drucker on the attack, Valenci keeps it up, Schwob to Kerr, and Kerr gets another kill himself. John Kerr with kill number 5. And Penn State first to double digits here in set 2, just as they were in set 1.
It's like a race right now. Who can stay with the top of Penn State? And right now it's between 4 of them, Owen Rose, Kerr, Valenci, Ezeonu. Let's see who can finish it off.
Ezeonu served too hard at 63 miles per hour over that back line, and King gets point number 5.
Ezeonu heads over to the bench after that one. That's going to be his 11th service error of the season, the 2nd of the day.
Buter gets a service ace as Koval had to go diving for it. Got a hand on it, but couldn't get it up. And Colton Buter with the service ace second for King. Schroll met by Davis. Power meets power, and Davis wins it. King closing the gap. Deficit down to 3.
I mean, Davis just electrified his bench, and that was best on best right at the line. Who can win it? Davis able to pull away.
And the 3-0 scoring run by King goes by the wayside as Buter serves it into the net. Penn State with point number 11.
Schroeb's not going to head back behind the line. Every time it seems like King's able to get some momentum pulling their way, the errors always come back.
Schroeb. This one. And then it's Olsen throwing Penn State off their guard, as rather than setting it up for Davis, he shoved it over himself. And Aiden Olsen, the setter, gets a kill here.
It's a nice little cheeky move right there. Just kind of went over his head, and a ton of misdirection there caused the second delay in the Penn State response.
Schroeb sets for Kerr. Kerr met at the net. But the point still goes to Penn State.
A line of blockers right there for King. And John Kerr even said, nope, 3 guys on 1, I got this.
The ball went down on the Kings side. And John Kerr with another kill as Drucker went on the attack. Merck goes over to play it. Valenzi off the top of the net. And 4 touches for Penn State give the point back to the Tornado.
That one just hit the wrong side of the net, almost trickled over. It's kind of one of those 50-50 balls, and now King can close this gap.
Merck receives. Rose gets the kill. Set up perfectly for Owen Rose. And the Long Island native gets kill number 4 here in the match.
54 miles per hour. That's one of the hottest ones we've seen tonight at the line. Rose is going to head back now.
Rose already with 1 service ace. This one will be a service error as he went soft with it. And a little too soft as it hits the net on his side. King staying with Penn State here in set number 2, Mike.
Absolutely, and this is what we're talking about. Keep it close. Don't let them get an early lead. Rely on this guy, Warren Davis.
Davis, Merck receives. Schroeb sets for Kerr, and Kerr gets a kill off the hands of 2 King players. John Kerr with kill number 7, leading the match.
Warren Davis only has 1 kill in this set, and compared to guys like John Kerr and Valenzi, he's got to get going.
Kerr serve this one into the net, gives the point back to King. 14-11 here in set 2, and we talked about it as we open the broadcast. John Kerr, AVCA National Collegiate Player of the Week, EIVA Offensive Player of the Week. Included a 31 kill performance, and he's having another good match as this one is sent back over by Grayson Stout, the block. And King has closed the gap to 2.
We got to look at this one again. I mean, Penn State thinks that they've got something set up, and against one of their best, Toby Ezeonu, to block him, that's extremely impressive, but he responds.
They're not going to be able to block him this time. Toby Ezeonu now matching John Kerr, his 7th kill. And Penn State leads it 15-12.
Ezeonu, you remember that last one, he wanted one back.
Valenzi's serve, it was tough by Chinnan, but he was able to receive it. And then Drucker out of bounds on his attack. An attack error gives Penn State point number 16. They lead by 4 and trying to build that lead back up after King was able to put some stuff together and knock it back down. Valenzi again to serve. Buter, Olsen, Davis, he'll get another kill. Warren Davis, kill number 7, matching Kerr and Ezeonu of Penn State.
Great range from Warren Davis right there. I mean, he got all of that ball and able to get his now 7th kill of the day. again, he's just got to get going.
Warren Davis ended last season on a high note as Ezeonu now takes the match lead with 8 kills, giving Penn State point 17 in set 2.
Toby Ezeonu knows Penn State's in a close set here. If they can pull away and against SmackDown King, this one's going to run away with the match, and he knows it. He's going to serve it now here.
Shannon receives, Davis goes for another one. Kerr digs it. Valenzi to Koval, who just pushes it over. And then Rose. But the point goes to King as a violation on Owen Rose. Got 2 ahead of himself as the ball was still on that King side.
Yeah, I got a little too antsy with it. I mean, he saw the opportunity that he had, and whew, that was very, very close, but again, Rose smirked at the end of that.
Buter's serve into the net. Point number 18 for Penn State. They lead by 4. Going back to the note about Warren Davis, ended with, well, not exactly ended because this King team did play to Ohio State. They lost in the NCAA tournament, but 29 kills in the Conference Carolinas Tournament Championship game for Warren Davis, part of a 469 kill season for him. Again, first in program history. Olsen gets fancy with it, and the ball meets Merck to the floor. Pardon me, beats Merck to the floor. And that's another point for King as they're sticking with Penn State.
Again, it was just that move yet again. Aiden Olsen must have that thing memorized at this point, and Brian Kirk just a second behind it.
Aiden Olsen, 3 kills now after 0 last night against fellow EIVA team, and now it's going to be a service ace for Zach Daniels.
Curtin Rose almost ran into the ref's bench over there. I mean, they could have gotten hurt, so they kind of stepped on back, let that one go, and yeah, King sticking around for this second set.
Daniels, a senior from Texas. This one off the top, Merck receives. Schwob to Rose. Rose gets the kill for Penn State. Owen Rose with kill number 5. Penn State point number 19, extending their lead back up to 3.
It's the 3 again, leading Penn State from Thursday night now to Saturday, and perfect placement for Owen Rose to do his work.
Koval, 62-mile-per-hour serve. Davis goes for the attack, and it's sent back by John Kerr. He's doing it all tonight.
Incredible run in 23 NCAA appearances, looking for his 657th win today, his 5th all-time in wins.
Led the team to an EIVA championship as Kerr with another kill, tying Toby Ezeonu for the team in match lead with 8, getting Penn State to 21 points here in set 2. Pavlik led the team to the EIVA championship and then into the national semifinals, where they lost to Hawaii last season after a 27-4 season, 10-0 in EIVA play, pardon me there. As Davis receives this one, tough receive, and then Will Kuhn sends it back down for another point for Penn State.
Yeah, that one just got away from Davis. He's been able to handle a lot of those tonight. And then Kuhn just right there. Toby Ezeonu almost threw him over. Celebration.
Rose's last serve caused problems. This one went into the net. 22-18, Penn State still holds the advantage here in set 2. They lead the match 1-0 after taking set 1 25-16.
Michael Valenzi went to the bench in that timeout. Now coming out of it, he's back on the court, rested up.
Davis's serve, Valenzi right there to greet him, and then it's Ezeonu finding the middle of the court yet again. 9 kills for Toby Ezeonu.
We've been talking about
making it look easy.
We've been talking about all these key pieces right now for Penn State, but Toby Ezeonu has been incredible for the second set. He has really given Penn State this lead and now running away with it.
He just continues to find that gap in the middle of the court. There he's in the middle to block Kennedy, but the block out of bounds, and it's a kill for Kellen Kennedy.
I mean, that's just your big man on your big man, right? Kennedy versus Ezeonu, and Kennedy able to get one there, but for the most part, Penn State's been able to keep him out of the loop. He's had 2 kills right now on the night, or excuse me, 3 now.
Alex Barkley checks in for the first time, and Ezeonu finds a spot on the floor again, up to double-digit kills, and set point here in set 2 as Ezeonu gets Penn State's 24th point.
It seems like every time that King scores one on him, Toby Ezeonu is like, nah, I want that one back immediately.
Michael Valenzi on the serve, match point. Fans clapping in on their feet. Valenzi, this one dug up by Buter. Olsen left it, and then it's blocked. Mihal Koval blocks AJ. Olsen gets this one started. Merck receives. Rose goes for the kill, but it's going to be an attack error, and the point to King. Some Penn State players were pointing, looking to see if they were able to get that point on a violation, but no can do according to the officials, and it's King with the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a lot of fans calling for that one, but goes King's way.
Merck receives. Olsen's serve again. John Kerr blocked. Merck keeps it up. Now over to Koval, and Koval gets the kill. He ended set 2, and he starts set 3 for Penn State, and it is back to 1-1.
You're going to see Davis go up on this left side, kind of lose his balance, trying to rebounding there, but great job by Valenzi.
Tough serve by Koval. Olsen leaves it for Davis. This one off the top of the net and out. And it's a point for Penn State. They take the lead 2-1, and this is exactly how set 2 went, Mike. King struck first, but then Penn State built an early lead. King ended up making a little bit of a rally and sticking with Penn State for the majority of that set. Service ace now for Koval.
That one coming off at 65 miles per hour. That might have been the fastest ball we've seen tonight. I mean, you just see the speed right there, trickling all the way back into the stands. And yeah, Penn State, they can get a run going on here. It's going to be very, very important for them.
Koval gives it back as it goes into the net. 3-2, Nittany Lions still lead here in set 3. They lead the match 2-0 as Davis back to the line. We've talked about it. Davis leads King with 7 kills on 17 attacks. He's been the offense, majority of it at least. As Kerr is going to provide some offense for Penn State here. Kill number 9 for John Kerr, and it's 4-2 Penn State.
Kerr and Ezeonu have just been able to find those soft spots in the defense all day long, and a big reason why they're up on the scoreboards for Penn State, but also it's just impressive to see their eye movement and see what vision they have to find the soft spot.
Owen Rose serves this one into the net. King gets another point, trailing by 1. 3 serving 4 as Kennedy goes back to the line. Talk about John Kerr. 67 sets played last season, 123 kills. It was a tough receive by Koval, and Davis sends it. Merck keeps it up off the floor. Valenzi went for the attack. Olsen to Kennedy to Buter. Merck again receives it. And now Kerr, kill number 10 for John Kerr. Matching Toby Ezeonu. And it's the second time this season that John Kerr has hit the double-digit kill plateau.
Yeah, Kennedy was just too far back to get that one from Kerr, but you have to just thank Ryan Merck for that diving save at the start of that.
First serve received by Buter. Davis on the attack, and he's going to get another kill. Warren Davis with a little shimmy after it. His 8th kill, and it's 5-4.
He had 5 in the opening set, only was able to notch out 2 in the second set. So for him to get started and then catch fire here early on is going to be very important.
Whoa, to Ezeonu. And Toby Ezeonu with his 11th kill. And once again, just finding the soft spot in the defense in front of Justin Sawyer.
I don't think the radar gun caught how fast that was. I mean, that one almost made the court break.
Olsen tried to go offhand with it again. Penn State was there for it. Olsen now sets it for Davis, who goes flying through the air and gets the kill. Warren Davis came all the way up from the back line, and he gets another one for King, who's staying with Penn State early in set 3.
As you saw in the replay, you can already see how Aiden Olsen's ability to do different moves has confused the Penn State defense and gets them out of their positions.
Merck sent to a knee. Schwob left it for Ezeonu, who's blocked. And now Kerr tipped off some hands up top. Olsen leaves it. Merck once again to the ground. Valenzi manages to get over the net. Davis goes for the kill. This one out of play. And after all that, the point goes to Penn State.
I don't know how Valenzi was able to dive back and do that. That was very impressive from him, and Marquis Clark even stood up in disbelief.
Crazy play there for Michael Valenzi. He's been all over the court. Doesn't necessarily go down as anything. This will go down as a service error, but that play by Valenzi kept it alive for Penn State. And now the point given back to King.
It seems like every time Penn State's able to gain some momentum back their way, they lose it off of service errors, and that's really been one of the big storylines for them today, and they really got to cut down on them.
Schwob leaves it up to Rose. He's met by Kennedy and Olsen. Sent back down, and King has tied this set at 7-7.
I mean, Kennedy just stood right there. I don't think he really jumped too high. He's just already that tall to block it. Tying this one up is very, very amazing progress right now for the King.
John Kerr, right off the face of one of King's players, and eventually it's sent down by Owen Rose and Schwob.
Which already going off the replay. Ooh, hit him in the face, and then great job at the line already.
Right off the face of Grayson Stout. Now Olsen leaves it to Davis, far side. Valenzi digs it. Kerr goes for the kill, and he gets it as the ball ricochets into the crowd. John Kerr with kill number 11 ties Ezeonu for the match lead.
Just been that back and forth all day long, and Kerr, so much heat off that ball, goes flying into the stand. Sadly, no souvenir for them.
So now Schwob, Buter, Olsen, now Davis. Valenzi keeps it up. Schwob to Kerr. Kerr blocked by Kennedy and Davis.
Kennedy has just been absolutely incredible at the lines. We're going to look at the replay here again. Look at this. He really doesn't get that far off the court. I mean, he has just got that height and length to just go toe-to-toe against anybody.
He's been at that front line all match for Marquis Clark, but this time the front row can't do anything as John Kerr finds the middle of the court and gets kill number 12.
Kennedy was right there to get it blocked, but Kerr not going to let that one happen again. He got around him just in time.
Koval, his serve, received by Davis. That'll be a violation that gives the point to Penn State. Call it on Colton Soon. 11-8 Penn State leads. Received by Buter to Olsen, and now Soon makes up for it and gets his first kill of the match. Colton Soon, the senior from Hawaii, with his 4th kill of the season after having 3 last night.
I'm not totally sure if it got tipped at the line, but that was very borderline. Then went off of Schwab's hand.
Merck receives, and Kerr kills. John Kerr with kill number 13. The graduate student is continuing one heck of a start to his graduate season.
It's really been for Penn State, how do you respond after King does something? And it is John Kerr, this set, has been the guy to respond.
Owen Rose, this one too hard and out. You talk about John Kerr, last season playing in not as many sets, 67, 123 kills. You look at some of his performances though, 21 kills against Ohio State, 20 and 15 in back-to-back days against ranked opponents, as Kennedy gives the point back with a service error against Pepperdine and Stanford, 17 against Long Beach State, 15 against St. Francis. But there was so much talent on this Penn State team. There still is so much talent on this Penn State team that at times Kerr just was blocked by other talent. And so far this season, he's not letting anyone stop him, as Davis is attacked too hard at the line. The King bench is saying it was tipped. We'll see if Marquis Clark tries to challenge. He won't. He's actually smiling and I think laughing at some of his players for saying it was a tip.
Yeah, off of that replay, doesn't look like it got any of the Penn Staters.
Olsen to Buter. Buter manages to find the floor just in front of that back line. And it's 14-11, still in favor of Penn State.
I mean, this one was just able to trickle in so close. Oh my goodness.
Great touch on that one by Colton Buter. That one though, too hard on the serve by Soon. And Penn State gets the point back. Marquis Clark takes the timeout, and Michael Valenzi back to the service line for the Nittany Lions. As Davis goes on the attack, Merck digs it out. Kerr goes into the sideline to get it. Merck has to send it over. Olsen sets it. Buter goes offhand and soft with it and gets the kill. Colton Buter with kill number 3. And that timeout by Marquis Clark, an early result.
Looks like a miscommunication up in the front line. You see Toby Iziono go for it, and then right behind him, just couldn't get it.
Buter now to serve. Merck receives. Schwob to Iziono. Went soft, kept up, and violation and a carry by King. And it goes point Penn State. One also on Colton Buter. 16-12, Penn State leads set 3. Again, they lead the match 2-0. They took set 1, 25-16. Set 2, 25-19. Dittman back to serve. Haven't seen him since set 1. Olsen leaves it up. And it's Grayson Stout finishing it off for the Tornado. Back-to-back points out of the timeout for King.
I mean, great job right there from King, but I also want to mention how Marquis Clark, every time that there's a point, he's up, he's celebrating, his entire bench. I mean, the energy is there. He's trying to build this program up, and it starts right there with how your culture is built, and that's one that anybody wants to be a part of.
Tough draw again for Clark to start out the season against 2 tough EIVA teams, including number 7 Penn State. And it's John Kerr again, kill number 14. And Penn State takes a 4-point advantage in set 3.
John Kerr just going up and over, and coming over into the offseason, a lot of people were talking about Penn State's losses, Cal Fisher, Brett Wildman, Sam Marsh, a bunch of others, and really John Kerr has been able to fill a lot of those concerns and say, yeah, I'm that guy.
And there's Kerr again. He gets met by Davis and Kennedy. Merck keeps it up. Drove to Rose this time, and Owen Rose gets another kill himself. Kill number 6 for the AVCA honorable All-American a year ago and first team All-EIVA.
Third right now on the team, just to flex off of Kennedy. He knew he had it, but goes Penn State's way.
Schwob. Buter receives it. Now Davis off some hands. Merck jumps up to keep it from going out. And then Coons is met, and he gets the kill. as Olsen and Kennedy couldn't keep the block in bounds.
Kennedy tried to get his right hand down enough to try to deflect it into Penn State's side, but got away from him, as you see him on this right-hand side of the screen. Looks like it went off of also Aiden Olsen, so.
Schroep with another serve, this one too hard. And it's another service error for Penn State. King gets another point. Penn State still leads by 5 here in set 3 in front of a relatively crowded rec hall, all things considered, on this Saturday, with other events going around campus as well. And Aiden Olsen gives the point right back. And if we look down to our left, Mike, it's Pat Kraft in attendance, the athletic director for Penn State, watching Mark Pavlik's Nittany Lions continue to roll. Coons out, and it's back-to-back-to-back service errors in this one. 20-15 Penn State leads.
And that ball almost went over to Pat. He was on the defense right there, and yeah, you'll see him all over the place, going to different events, seeing how Penn State athletics are doing, and right now, it's volleyball. Almost has a chance to close this one out.
Another service error, this one by Warren Davis, gives Penn State their 21st point. They lead it by 6 in set 3.
This is the point where if you're King, you've got to stop Penn State right here. This is your defining moment in the match. You have the ability to come on back, and you just got to limit these errors.
Rose serve, and he gets the ace. After a bunch of errors, Owen Rose. Owen Rose to serve, and it goes out. Service error to start things out of the timeout. And Mike, every single timeout, it seems, from Marquis Clark ends up resulting in a point for his Tornado.
Absolutely, and again, this is the point where King can get back into this set and really take hold, but they've got to limit the errors, right? So it starts with this serve right here.
Alex Barkley, who did not appear last night, in for his second time today. Schroep keeps it up to Kerr. Warren Davis went to the ground, and eventually it's sent over by his teammates, and now Kerr goes for it again. Another kill for John Kerr. Mark it down, 15 kills. And Penn State moves 2 points away from closing out the match.
I mean, what another night for John Kerr. We were talking about him against number 16 Lewis when there was 5 sets. He had 31 kills, and just now 3, he's got 15.
A serve, able to be kept up. Sent back over by Ezionu and Valenzi. Buter sends it over, and it will be a point for Penn State. Match point now, as it's 24-16. John Kerr back at the service line with a chance to end it. Another masterful performance for the graduate student. His serve to the floor, Buter keeps it up, and then out of play, and this match is over as Grayson Stout just couldn't keep the attack in bounds, and the attack error